All right, guys, thank you for joining me tonight. Appreciate it as always. Whoa. Okay. All right. So appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Let's get this bullshit off my screen. Sarita, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. Mr. Landfill, Ozark, let's go. Thank you for the 5x5. Evolving Media, Salty, Dobie, 19 David, Grit and Grace, Cowboy, Lexi, Sir Gregory, Raccoon, Colt, Patty, Mitch, thank you for the 5x5. Daryl, Nasira, Scott, Maria, another friend, Sarita, 1 second after, thank you for the 5x5. Donald, Jeep Girl, Rhonda, Mary, WTC, Ekte, thank you for the 5x5. Virginia Bushcrafter, what's going on? Thank you for the 5x5. What do you think about the Iranian sleeper cells? Joseph, I think it's bullshit. Tristan, Master Blaster, Gary, Patrice, Tyler, thank you for the 5x5. I think the whole sleeper cell thing, it's all nonsense. I mean, first of all, the older I get, I start to realize that a lot of shit's bullshit, right? So, I mean, like, even a lot of the stuff that I talk about on here, I think a lot of it is nonsense. Though I will be releasing a video Wednesday in regards to the video I released today after further research, and I did it on the live stream, some of it on the live stream Saturday. After further research, what's supposed to happen July 4th might not be happening July 4th, but could happen soon. But again, either way, we're not going to panic over whatever happens next. Listen, there's a lot of things that can happen. There's also the Black Swan event, whatever that could be. AI is turning into a pain in the ass, so that there could be an event out of that. There could be multiple things that can happen. So obviously, guys, a lot of the videos I'm doing lately are just heads up and just putting things on your radar. That's all it is. It's not to sit there and scare people, and it's also for content. I need something to talk about, so I look at subjects and I'm like, oh, this is interesting to talk about. Israel is warning that Iran will hit NYC. Israel is undoubtedly setting us up for something. That's without a doubt. I said this Saturday. I said that Israel wants us to get involved. They're going to create a false flag. And then they're going to blame it on Iran. So if anything happens, coincidentally, in the next couple of weeks, it's Israel, not Iran. Does Iran have sleeper cells? Probably. But these sleeper cells should have been activated a long time ago. I don't want to sit there and say when, but they should have been activated a while ago. For this to happen, now all of a sudden they're going to activate them? I'm not buying it. I think anything that happens next is out of Israel, or maybe a clandestine United States agency that wants to spark some shit. But I'm not buying anything Israel's fucking selling. Not at all. Not even a little bit. I think all sides are playing us. I think the Iranians are definitely playing us. Bear Independent, I think it was today on a live stream, which he did the vertical. I think that was a live stream. He was talking about how a lot of the people that passed away in Gaza, 80% were falsified. And we knew that a lot of them were, but I didn't know it was that high. And that's the word. It hasn't been confirmed, but that there's a high suspicion that 80% of the mortalities that passed away in Gaza were all, not were all, but a lot of them were made up. So, go figure. Okay. Could this be any fucking smaller? Yes. So, thank you. Jackson's mother. It's my son's mother. She sent me something I'm going to talk about a little later tonight. I'll talk about it a little later tonight. I'm going to come across the article probably in the next maybe 15, 20 minutes. Home invasions won't work. Ignore the trolls. to get people to talk to me. My skydive trolls are part of, you know that. You know, they're part of the whole YouTube thing. Mrs. Ironside, here is the problem. God, how do I say this without sounding completely conspiracy theorist? But with AI and AI videos and AI photos, we're going to see a lot of misinformation. A lot of it can be coming from Israel. A lot of it can be coming from Iran. A lot of it can be coming from Pakistan, Iraq. A lot of it can be coming from Iranian sympathizers. We don't know. It's that's the problem, and all of the information, guys, that we're getting. So, for example, the video that I'll be releasing Wednesday, that's a problem, and the problem with it is we don't know when. Giving the date of July 4th, they're not gonna tell us when they're gonna spark some shit off, but it could definitely happen within the time range. Mr. Mission Control, nice one, by the way. Yes, it could be 100% AI fake news. That is the problem we're running into. Everything that we're being told, man, it could be like, yo, we're just going to sit here and not know what's real and what's not anymore. You know? Scott is asking, do you see any instance that the U.S. helps Israel bomb Iran? No. Let me walk that back. Unless something happens here and we blame Iran for it. That's probably the only way. Or they go apeshit on a military base somewhere in the United States, then I could see them helping Israel do that. Now, if they go after a military base over there, I can absolutely see us jumping in, and it would be rightfully so. But that is easily trackable, if you will, or traceable to know where those missiles came from and whether or not they came from Israel or Iran and they hit a military base. Those are easily trackable. But something happening here, can you believe it? AI can do a lot of things. AI is unpredictable at this point, and it is one of the most scariest things we're going to face. Forget about nuclear war. Forget about Iran and Israel. Forget about Ukraine and Russia or China making a move on Taiwan. Forget about all of that. I think our enemy is going to be AI, and that might band us together. Might. AI is really good at also faking a lot of shit. What I mean is, they can put information, they can put files into the U.S. government's, filing system. Again, the only thing saving us from that is the paperwork that it can't create. But it can create digital files and put them in again, government files, and they could sit there and go, this has been here the whole time, kind of deal, But they would have to look for the paperwork to back it up. And interestingly enough, guys, I saw something online. I think it was AI, but it had a good, no, was it AI? No, it wasn't AI, but it was a good point that was made. Everybody should have a safe word, and the safe word should be spoken in the video and changed every so often, so that people know it's you and not like, they know it's you in the actual video, not AI creating this. Sarita, thank you again. Listen, AI is recreating children, or a child, rather, excuse me. And again, we're going to talk about that later tonight on The Angry Truth, as far as how bad AI is going to get. Definitely master blaster. AI can be a weapons of mass destruction. Absolutely. It can start civil unrest. It could break society down just by spreading false information. AI doesn't even have to launch nuclear weapons. AI just has to sit back and release false information and watch the chips or watch the house crumble. Just sit there and watch it crumble. So it's going to be hard, guys, to decipher what's real and what's not. Someone said my safe word is banana. My safe word is spumoni. Anyway. And I don't even like spumoni. I saw that in a movie. I think it was a comedy, and the guy, what's your safe word? And it was like spumoni. I was like, that's an odd one. But it's already a weapons of mass destruction. Tristan, you're probably right. Yep. Without a doubt. Do I think Trump is going to hit Iran with American forces? No, I do not think so. I don't think he's going to go that route. I don't think he's ready for that. I mean, listen, we have our own set of problems here in the United States. I heard or read that Trump was pissed off that no one really turned out for his special forces parade thing. No one even really watched it. There were other things to watch. There were a lot of other things to watch. I am such in a mood right now. I've been on 24 hours, a 24-hour fast. I'm trying to get to 48 hours tomorrow. And everything on my Instagram is food now. Listen, I personally believe AI listens to us as well. AI's been listening to us since its inception. It's been listening to every last one of us. It can even go back and listen to shit before it was created, because the government was, listening on us on a lot of our shit. But now that I'm fasting, everything is a chicken sandwich and a burger and a fucking steak, a pan-seared steak. Oh my God, everything is food now. I'm sorry for bringing that up. I'm just hungry and I'm getting cranky. But yo, Lindsey Graham is beating the war drum hard. Yeah, I guess. But yo, everything is, even I'm pretty sure AI is making fucking videos just to fuck with me. Like, food videos. Like the one guy I follow, he's like, I went to one of the best steakhouses in New York City, and the steaks are like, ribeye and filet mignon and Wagyu steak. Oh my God. Man, I'm like fucking. Joseph said I fasted for 4 hours. You only need to fast for 12. 12 is where you should start. Some people will argue 16. 16 and 8, right? Some people will argue 16 and 8, but whatever. I just saw a chicken sandwich, a fried chicken sandwich. Oh my God, it was fucking awesome. Fuck shit, man. Whatever. Yeah, I don't eat past 2 p.m. Yeah, so I'm trying to get to tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, and that'll be 48 hours. And then push it to tomorrow morning, and that'll put me at 60 hours, 60-hour fast. I was trying to get to 72, but I might not make it to 72 because I'm going to work tomorrow night. So if tomorrow night is busy, I'm gonna have to eat. But if it's not, I can push through it. I will. So I'm gonna put a steak. Yo, the chicken sandwich thing. I wish I could share it with you guys, but it's not prepper related. But that chicken sandwich, on how to make that chicken sandwich, it was a fried chicken. Forget it. It's just gonna make matters worse. Let's get on with the show. Let's see what we want to talk about. So, I'm trying to put this in here without crashing this, but there was in China, a fireworks explosion. That was one of the biggest fireworks explosion I've ever seen. They had to granted, China has a lot of firework factories. This is one of the biggest ones I've seen in a while. So I'm going to play it for you guys right now, because I'm going to get that out of the way. But this explosion is pretty impressive. Now, keep in mind, the cameraman is pretty far away. But just look at this thing. It doesn't even state how many people passed away in it. At least I didn't look it up, but that's impressive, man. It's very impressive. Anyway, that was I was like, holy shit, man. And if anybody was in there, they're all gone. Every last one of them. Gone. There's no way anybody survived that. My spelling tonight is horrible. Scott, that's what I thought it was at first. I thought it was like, oh man, a volcano went off somewhere, right? And I was like, no, it's a fireworks factory. I was like, holy shit. That's that's a lot. It's the Angry Food Channel now. Yes, the Angry Food Channel now. We're going to talk about Wagyu steak. Oh, by the way, talking about food, tomorrow morning I'm trying Bulletproof coffee. What is that? Grass-fed butter, coffee, and MCT oil. Gonna try that to see if it'll keep me, Now I'm not sure if the grass-fed butter will break my fast. I'll look it up. If it does, then I'll just use the MCT oil and the coffee. But I'm also in a calorie deficit. So even if I do drink coffee, I'm going to keep myself in a calorie deficit anyway. So you can do that as well. You need an angry chicken sandwich. I make my own. I watched a guy on Instagram. He's the cursing chef. I forgot his name. But he's like, don't fuck this up, that guy. And he made a chicken sandwich, and I followed that. And I was like, oh, man. That was one of the best chicken sandwiches ever. I fell in love with my own. Butter eats grass. Yes, Daryl. Grass-fed butter is grass-fed cows that make butter. Excuse me, but it says grass-fed butter on the butter container. So yeah. But yeah, sorry. Answering a text message. Excuse me. So let's get on with the show. Enough with the fucking chicken sandwich before I run out of here and go get something to fucking eat. It's just gonna piss me off. Anyway, Pakistan yet sends another, I guess, a threat. I don't know what it is. I'm not convinced on anybody's bullshit anymore until something actually goes through. But Pakistan states they will nuke Israel if it uses nuclear weapons against Iran. So, Pakistan will launch a nuclear attack on Israel if it drops a nuclear bomb on Iran. A top Iranian officer stated yesterday. General Mohsen Razid remarks came during an interview on Iranian television as a barrage of missiles crisscrossed Iran and Israel. So far, about 248 people passed away. That's 230 in Iran, 18 in Israel, have been reported in the two countries. Pakistan has assured us that if Israel uses a nuclear bomb on Iran, they will attack Israel with a nuclear bomb. The senior officer in the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps and a member of the Iranian National Security Council. Officials in Pakistan have denied the claims, nice, stating it could not independently verify the video. Again, I read this article because this is where the lying and the misinformation starts to jump in, starts to play. Now people are just outwardly lying. This is not even AI. This is the person making this shit up. Israel and Pakistan are among 9 countries that currently possesses nuclear weapons. Pakistan has vowed to stand behind Iran and call on a Muslim world to unite, Razi said. Again, this is the same general that's in Iran. So who knows what's true and what's not anymore. Pointing to a Bonhomi that follows an ugly missile exchange between the two countries in early 2024. If I'm not mistaken, they also had missile exchange in October or November of last year, right? He also claims that Tehran had hidden capabilities that have yet to be revealed to the world. Again, those are the missiles I was talking, the nuclear weapons that have been rumored that Iran has had for years. So just keep that in mind. That's what that statement means. I think that's what the statement means anyway, that they possess hidden capabilities. I think they have the weapons and they're about to bring them to the forefront. There also have been no comment from Pakistan on using nuclear weapons against Israel, but the country has backed Iran in its fight against Israel, which has been the support on the Western world. President Donald Trump of the United States, which has one of the world's largest nuclear arsenals alongside Russia and China, has claimed that he has been trying to work out a deal between the two warring countries in the Middle East in the strongest statement since the takeover as the president in January. Since the takeover, that's an interesting way of putting it. Since he was inaugurated in January, Trump warned Iran yesterday that if it attacks the U.S., the full strength and might of the U.S. armed forces will come down on you at levels never seen before. Pakistan, a crucial weapon market in the U.S., last night flagged concerns over Israel's nuclear prowess, with its defense ministry, Asif, saying the Western world must worry about conflicts being generated by Israel. It will engulf the whole region and beyond. Their patrons of Israel, a rogue state, can have catastrophic consequences. This is according to the Pakistanis. Trump says it's possible the U.S. can get involved in the Israeli-Iranian war. Now, again, for us to get involved, there would have to be direct attacks on U.S. forces over there or something happening here. Now, something happening here. He's hitting at the U.S., hitting down. For that to happen here, I am really bogged down today. I'm tired and hungry and tired, and it's not a great combination right now. But I don't think we're gonna step in this again unless something happens to a F4. And even if a military base over in that region gets attacked, we're gonna be lobbing missiles. We're not gonna sit there and nuke anyone. No one's nuking anyone right now. I don't see it happening. If Iran raises their nukes, the ones that I think they had since the Cold War, if they're even still functioning, if they raise one of those, yes, then all bets are off. But Israel could be heavy-handed in this, set some shit off early, and then we're in the Third World War, or rather a nuclear war, or an apocalyptic nuclear war, President Donald Trump said yesterday, the United States is not involved in Israel's military strike against Iran, but it's possible we could get involved. That comes after a report that Israel had urged the United States to join the conflict with Iran to eliminate its nuclear program. In an interview with ABC News, Rachel Scott, Trump declined to comment on whether Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu made a personal plea to the United States to get more involved. We are not involved in it. It is possible we could get involved, but we are not involved in it at the moment, Donald Trump states. Trump also shared that he had a lengthy call with Russian President Vladimir Putin on Saturday to discuss in large part the conflict that's going on in the Middle East. The president told ABC News that he would be open to Putin's idea to serve as a mediator between Israel and Iran. I would be open to it. Putin is ready. He called me about it. We had a long conversation about it. We talked about this more than his situation, which is Ukraine and him. This is something I believe is going to get resolved. If Putin's getting involved and he wants to make some kind of resolution, I could see this happening. The president's special convoy, Stephen Witkoff, was set to travel to Oman on Sunday for another round of nuclear talks with Iranian officials, but following Israel's strike, Iran called off the meeting. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi called the nuclear negotiation unjustifiable after the attacks, which he said were carried out with the support of the U.S. Now, Iranians are running this bullshit now. Whatever. Now, there's a post going around that's making people nervous. I don't know why it's making people nervous, but nonetheless it is. Trump warns everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran in an ominous Truth Social post. President warned that everyone in Tehran should immediately evacuate in a Monday night Truth Social post that also criticized Iran's decision not to enter into a nuclear deal. Again, that was the deal that was canceled Saturday. We are now Monday. Iran should have signed the deal. I told them to sign. What a shame and a waste of human life. Simply stated, Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon or nuclear weapons. I have said it over and over again. Everyone should immediately evacuate Tehran, at what Trump wrote in his post. Israel officials have called for those in Tehran to evacuate early Monday ahead of its continuous military campaign against Iran, which has included a slew of missiles exchanged between both conflicting countries. Monday marked the fourth day of military action after Israel originally launched multiple missiles aimed at Iran's nuclear facility and military leadership last Friday. Right now, Tehran has 9.5 million people in the city, so it looks like they're going to bomb Tehran directly. That would be interesting to see. Very interesting. Gonna ride it out. Listen, I don't think anything's gonna happen here. I mean, you're gonna have a lot of if U.S. officials all of a sudden start saying that there's gonna be something happening here, they're lining this up so that they can get involved in Iran. Right now, we have no reason to get involved in Iran. But if something happens, again, in New York City, coincidentally, this was all planned. If Iran is the United States' sworn enemy, they should have been attacking us constantly for the next few years, or prior to this, for the last few years prior to this. And so now all of a sudden, they're warning of sleeper cells and ominous attacks that could happen all of a sudden. I'm not buying this shit at all. That being said, attacks would also have to happen in Russia, which Iran wouldn't attack Russia. Eric, right, there would be multiple false flags popping up. And I'm not buying any of this shit at all. Like, not anymore. Not even a little bit. Eight destroyers said they are launching ICBMs right now. I got it on my ham radio right now. Again, 8 destroyer. 8-inch destroyer. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying any of this shit. I know people were nervous about the Doomsday Radio. That came online. Or rather, it was staticky and then it went silent or some shit. Or there was a message or something like that from it. I'm not buying that shit either. I know people listened to that and people got nervous and like, oh no, an attack is coming. Again, not buying it. So, if something happens, so be it. We'll get through this, guys. Come hell or high water, we'll get through this. Adriana, I saw that he left the G7 summit early. Right, they said that. Now, Adriana, funny because you said that. He said the National Security Council preparing him in the Situation Room. That happened earlier today. That was like this afternoon. He left the G8 summit, which might have been in the morning time, whatever time that is there. But supposedly he left because he had things to handle, and now you're stating that he left by request or at the request of the National Security Council. So something could be going down. Who is claiming to be launching ICBMs? 8-inch destroyer says he heard this on his ham radio. Now again, could something be going on? I guess. We also have Adriana saying that the Security Council wanted him to leave the G7 summit early. I did read something earlier today that he left the G7 summit early, but he left because of pressing issues at home. This could be a pressing issue. So we shall see what's going to go down. There are 20 million people that came here, bro. Yes. They're called cells. It's kind of warfare. To the 20 million people that came here, listen, I don't buy the terror cell shit. Not at all. Like, not anymore anyway. You would think if we were a sworn enemy of a lot of these nations, they would be popping some shit off every now and again. And not waiting for an event like this to happen and then selling us the whole nonsense that, oh, they're sleeper cells. Now all of a sudden they're sleeper cells again? Like, they weren't sleeper cells in peacetime. Sleeper cells are supposed to pop shit off at peacetime, when we least expect it. Not when some shit happens and then now they're like, oh, by the way, yo, sleeper cells. They said, homeboy, you need to look at what other countries... I am looking at how other countries are responding. And not a lot of countries are responding or helping out Iran. They're supporting them verbally. China gave them some cash and missiles and fuel, but nobody's running to Iran's help. The Iranian people, and there are videos coming out of Iran, that the Iranian people are happy as to them not getting nuclear weapons, and rather they want the fall of this current government right now. So, listen, guys, that there's a lot going on, and I'm not going to sit here and believe everything I'm told. You know, and listen, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know what the fuck's going on. I have an idea, but I don't know for sure. So, you know, to sit there and claim like you know what's going on, you're full of shit, dude. Most people or YouTube channels are full of shit. They claim to know what's going on. We can connect the dots on certain things and go, I think this is going to happen. But to sit there and go, yo, you have no clue what's going on. Shut the fuck up. None of us know what's really going on. Unless you're in the know, directly in the know, you don't know what's going on. So all I can do is read this bullshit in front of me that I collect and I see online, and I can put pieces together, but that's all I can do. Should have. Sleeper Cell should have checked with Captain Obvious. Listen, the whole, yes, Jason has secret intel. Yes, I have secret intel myself. My people told me. Again, the whole sleeper cell shit, I think that's one of those ruses that they use to keep us on our toes. They do the same shit in the UK. It's like the UK has sleeper cells. And every now and again, when they want to keep the people in check, they tell us about sleeper cells. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I'm not buying it at all. Damn near every Muslim that comes into the country, they're looked at closely. Like, very closely. They know where these people move and how they move. These people are tagged and follow through their entire life. From the moment they fall out of their mother's vagina to the moment they start strapping shit to their chest. Everybody knows where all of these people are. Now all of a sudden sleeper cells are amongst us? Get the fuck out of here. And you come to a country like America, you get fucking, what is that called? You get corrupted by the American lifestyle, man. America corrupts everybody. People come here and they're like, I'm going to, for my country, I'm going to strap something on my vest and I'm going to go. And then you're here too long and you got titties in your face, you got nice food, you got fucking money, a decent job. Then they activate you. Now all of a sudden you're supposed to go, I'm going to go boom. No, you're not. No, you're not. Matter of fact, there was a story, I don't know how true this was, but there was a story of one of the bombers, one of the attackers during 9/11 didn't want to go through, or rather didn't go through or show up to meet at the airport to fly planes into whatever. And the story goes that the guy, this came out years later, the guy didn't show up because he was Americanized. He met a woman, he pretty much told this whole story. He was from Lebanon, actually. And I was like, that's fucking interesting that he got corrupted because of the lifestyle of living in America. So, Yeah, I don't buy the sleeper cell shit anymore. I really don't. It's the same. It goes along the same lines of, again, I told you guys this before. What the Egyptians and the Romans used to do by keeping their people at bay, they would lie to them about attacks and secret attackers and how they could be assassins amongst us. The Chinese did that shit a lot. They're assassins amongst us. Watch our neighbors. They told this false flag shit for centuries. Now it's sleeper cells. MK Ultra sleeper cells, that would be our own people, JC1. That would be our own people, but not from Iran or, wherever the fuck they want them to be from. Listen, I just think it's all bullshit. Whatever attack's going to come, it's going to come from inside. The American U.S. intelligence agency, the Israeli intelligence agency, the UK intelligence agency is one of the top-notch intel agencies in the world. And the Chinese, I hate to give them the credit. But they know everything that goes down, every move that's made, every keystroke that's stroked on a keyboard or their phone, every phone call that's made, they are on it. For something to happen all of a sudden means that they let this shit happen. But I'm not buying any more of their bullshit. I'm not buying the shit they're selling anymore. Listen, I don't want to sell like a conspiracy theory kook. I know I do. But I don't want to fucking go completely full retard. As they tell us, never go full retard. Roaming Prepper sent me this. Leaders of Iran didn't listen to Trump, but the people of Tehran are bumper to bumper. No shit. Leaving Tehran. Holy shit. There's major traffic jam in Tehran right now with people trying to leave. No shit. Okay. So, interesting. Very interesting. I can't share that video because it's on X, and I gotta download it and peel it off and do all this other bullshit. So whatever. Yeah, they're leaving Tehran right now. Yeah, so interesting. Stock up on food, water, gas, toilet paper. Yes, Jane. You won't find truth unless you go full retard. Probably. You're probably right. Listen, the amount of shit that's going on out there, it's insanity. And we are going to be lied to forever. Certain things are going to come to light in years down the line. We are 6 hours bumping it. Wow, 6 hours. Yo, I want to punch my steering wheel being stuck in 2 hours of traffic. 6 hours? No dice, dude. Everybody's gonna fucking bite it. And I'm fasting, and I'm stuck in traffic for 6 hours. Everybody's gonna pay for it. All right, guys. So the updates that I get from Telegram, and these are not in any particular order. But let's go down to the updates. Right now, the U.S. is not joining Israel offensively in its military operation, as per U.S. officials, despite reports that the president asks that his National Security Council and Situation Room be readied. The U.S. is not striking Iran and remains in a defensive posture. Chinese embassy advised citizens to leave Israel through land border crossing as soon as possible. This has come from the Chinese. All of this was earlier today, around afternoon, my time, when I got this information. So it could have been hours prior to that. So keep that in mind. There's a giant 8-hour to 12-hour gap in between the time I read this and the time it happened. France President Macron. Didn't Macron get smacked by his wife or his husband or whatever that is? Didn't she smack him in the face recently? They're trying to gloss over that like that shit didn't happen. Anyway, French president, Americans have made offers to meet with Iran. Now let's see what happens. Iran actually spit that in our face. That happened early this morning, if not yesterday afternoon, and they spat that back in our face. White House officials told CNN on Monday that President Donald Trump's social media post telling Iranians to immediately evacuate Tehran reflected the urgency of the need for Iran to come to the table as this tit-for-tat with Israel continues. The likelihood of Iran acquiring a nuclear weapon this year has significantly increased, now estimated at 14%, a whopping 14%. Israel's missile interceptor malfunctioned and crashed into Tel Aviv. That happened this morning. President Donald Trump says, "I want to see no nuclear weapons in Iran, and we are well on our way to making sure that happens. That doesn't happen, excuse me." Iranian Revolutionary Guard said Iran to strike Israel without interruptions until dawn. I think that started about 8 hours ago prior to this. Benjamin Netanyahu, "I understand America first. I do not understand America dead." Again, Benjamin Netanyahu is going to probably set some shit off here in the United States. And we're going to blame Iran. And people, not us, people who are not in the know are going to start screaming and yelling about Iran and how we should attack. Guys, this is why I talk about shit like this. I talk about shit like this because it's better to be in the know than to be caught off guard. I know that I have a lot of comments in a few comments in my comment section where people are stating, we don't need to know this, we don't need to talk about this, because we talk about this because we are letting one another in the know. That's all we're doing. Because the masses will believe whatever they're told. We, on the other hand, will not believe whatever we're told. Canadian Prepper says 72 hours left. I'm pretty sure Canadian Prepper right now is rolling in the dough. Him and the prepper porn star guy, I forgot his name. Spectrum. I'm pretty sure those guys are coming in their pants and rolling in the dough right now. But it is what it is, man. Who gives a fuck? Let's see. I've repeated that twice. I don't know why I repeated that twice. So, Iranian foreign minister said Monday that the United States could stop Israel's attack on Islamic Republic with one phone call. Probably right. If President Donald Trump is genuine about diplomacy and interested in stopping this war, the next steps are consequential. Israel must halt its aggression, and absent a total cessation of military aggression against us. This is coming from the foreign minister, Iranian foreign minister. It takes one phone call from Washington to muzzle someone like Israel, That may pave the way for us to return to diplomacy and for them to return to the table to talk. Trump says Iran not winning this war, obviously. Well, that remains to be seen. That's a bit of a Iranian state media. Iran is preparing for the largest and most intense missile attack in the history on Israeli soil. A lot of you did see that video of the girl, the Muslim lady in the Iranian TV station, and then the missile hit that, and then she ran out of there screaming. After her posturing, she was like, "Yo, this is the ball pepper with glasses." Whatever she was saying it angrily looking, and then the missile hit the building and she ran out of there. She did survive, so there is that. But yeah, I don't know if we got 72 hours left. I don't know if we have 72 days left. 72 months or 72 years. Who knows? But yeah. Hey, listen, guys, it's all bullshit. With Iran, with Israel, with us, it's all bullshit, man. The love of money. Yeah, we all love money. Just some people are willing to do way more than we are. That's the bottom line. There are people out there that are looking to do way more for money than we are. The amount of shit that passes my algorithm, my Instagram algorithm, the shit like women do on OnlyFans or TikTok is insanity. Just for money. We are willing to lower our intelligence to a non-existent level just to get more subscribers, to get more people to watch our shit. It's insanity. It's recycled bullshit. Rhonda, that's a good one. That's a good analogy. She says it feels like the 70s all over again. Yeah. Listen, if my phone goes off right now with a what you call a warning, there's nothing I can do about it right now. What am I gonna leave? Leave New York City inside of 30 minutes? I mean, I could. I could jump in my car and I could be out of here in 10. I am ready to rock and roll. But I'm not going to do that. So tomorrow I am getting purified coffee and Wagyu beef tallow. Beef tallow, guys, is something that we should all be cooking in now. Supposedly, I can fry my chicken in beef tallow. I'm going to try it. Oh, yes. I'm going to try it. Oh, yeah, I'm back to food again. I think we'll all be dead, Adriana. I mean, like, listen, if you were to get to my house in 10 minutes, then, and I could pick up the wife and kids or the ex-wife and the kids, we can be out of here in 15 minutes. But we got to hustle. But, if they're going to launch a missile, it's game over, man. For real. What's my plan in New York City? I can get out of here inside of 15 minutes. Like, no shit. I could be downstairs in my car in 5. I could be at the ex-wife and the kids in 5. The way I drive in 5. And I could be out of the city in 20. 15. I could be out of the city from after I get them. From after I get them, I could be out of the city in an additional 5. So it would take me almost 15 minutes to get out of the city. All of that said and done. My bag is packed and by the door, so I would grab that out the door. Don't worry about locking the door. Shoot down the stairs in the car. 15 minutes. There's no traffic, and that's right now. There's no traffic right now. If there's traffic, well, I'm not going to go anywhere. But as of currently right now, I can do all of this in 15 minutes. If it happens at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I ain't going any fucking way. Nowhere I can go. But the railroads, to get to the railroads will still take me some time. You're better than me, man. I wouldn't waste it. Well, I got to pick up my kids, so I'm not gonna leave the ex-wife with the in the city. Like, you burn, bitch, and then run out of there. I'm not gonna do that. We're still on good terms. Now, if it was my other ex-wife, my oldest son's ex-wife, that I would chain her to a radiator and then leave. But yeah, we're still on good standings, so I'm not gonna leave her. TJ Preps posted today that she has some strange cancer due to food or toxins or something like that. TJ Preps is still around? I didn't know that. But she has some strange cancers. No shit. Fearless, where am I running to? Can't tell you that. But yeah. But yeah, TJ Preps has, yeah, listen. The people that are getting, if you got Mr. 19, I'm starting to believe you can possibly get this new cancer crap that's going around. I think so. If Mr. 19 was on board, you can get Mr. C. A lot of people that I know who didn't take the arm ticket are breaking out with it. Now, I don't know if TJ Preps took the arm ticket. I could have sworn she didn't. I was pretty sure she was one of those people that were going to stand on that hill and die and be like, yo, I'm not getting it. Yeah, who's going to, if the apocalypse is going to happen, somebody's going to go to a strip club and hang out with Bubbles. Yeah, before it all ends, because someone said something about strip clubs. No, you go with the wife and kids, you hug them all goodbye. That's the best you can do. All right. Let's see where we left off. Iran is urgently signaling it wants to end hostilities and restart a nuclear talk. Now, this is the conflicting information, because Iran is urging to want to start the talk up again, or the nuclear talks up again, but Trump stated today, and a few hours ago, that they didn't take the deal. So maybe there was some unreasonable shit, but this breaking news, if you will, of Iran wanting to urgently signal that it wants to to end hostilities and restart the nuclear talk. That happened yesterday, Sunday. So there was a definite breakdown between Sunday last night and today where they were like, fuck this. Something happened. And it was probably something along the lines of Israel, bullying their bullshit or their nonsense. They probably fucking ruined that deal. We shall see. Is the Angry Truth starting at 10 o'clock or 10:05? If it's 10:05, I gotta fix it right now. People like, you gonna keep talking about AI? Yes, I absolutely am. Fucking AI is going to destroy us all. No, 10:05. All right. But I will definitely keep talking about it because we are in. Listen, again, we're all looking at what's going on the other side of the world. Meanwhile, AI could definitely be, starting some shit, lying to us. I have Jew fatigue. I have world fatigue. I have fatigue of everything that's going on. I have fucking world fatigue. I'm just tired of everybody and their bullshit. I really do, man. It's it's just the same shit, different day kind of deal. Every day we wake up, we're just like, what is it now? That's all it is. Maybe they're wearing us out. Maybe they're wearing us out with all this information, all this bullshit. Yes, right, Erica? It's called life fatigue. Exactly. People like black fatigue, Jew fatigue, Arab fatigue. It's just the worlds, man. AI would definitely destroy us. Absolutely. AI is going to be responsible for destroying us. But the military application, that's the dangerous one nobody is speaking about. Nobody's speaking about the military application that the military is looking into with AI. AI right now is definitely being entertained in the military and nobody's talking about it. That's dangerous shit. I mean, if AI gets full control of our nuclear arsenal, we're fucking screwed. There's nowhere we can hide. And it's funny how Mission Impossible, the last one, talked about that. AI taking over all of the nuclear facilities. Oh, shit. Adriana, if you're making beef tallow, you got to let me know how you make it. I'm in on that. Thank you for that. Do you listen to The Sixth Sense or mainstream rationalized information? And what you would actually on Amphir. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. But no. I have illegals fatigue. I have all of it, man. I'm just tired of this shit. So let's see. Iran says it hung convicted Mossad agent they arrested in 2023. Multiple casualties fears as massive explosions took place at a fireworks facility. It was multiple casualties at the fireworks factory. This was in Linli County, Hunan Province, China. Multiple casualties. Maybe by the end of the live stream, I'll be able to find out how many people passed away. But if that thing is still rocking and rolling, they're not going to be able to get to any of the bodies until they can get that fire out. That fire has to be completely out before they can approach it. So that's going to present a problem. And some people, they're not going to find. If that thing exploded the way it did, they're not going to find a lot of those bodies. A lot of those bodies are going to be all over the place. It'll take them a while to identify them as well. U.S. aircraft carrier, the USS Nimitz, heads west from South China Sea amid the Middle East tension. So again, and we're always moving battleships around. People like, oh, thank you, Johnny 308. People like, oh, they're moving a battleship. They're always moving battleships around. It's not anything new. Again, it is in response to what's going on in the Middle East, but anytime there's some kind of hoopla in the Middle East, we're moving a battleship to and or from. So it's nothing new. Nice. Beef tallow. So, yeah, well, I bought my own. I bought one from a company that uses Wagyu beef tallow. You gotta understand, Wagyu beef, oh my God, that is the best meat you'll ever eat. If you guys ever go to Vegas or a nice restaurant and Wagyu beef is on the menu, yes, it's expensive, but it is fucking worth it, man. It is fucking worth to eat. Dusty, all right, thank you for that tip. Okay, I'll definitely Google it. SR, I am hungry. Fucking starving. I feel like Mobutu right now. I'm ready to crash. I'm like, I just want to go to sleep. I figure if I can go to sleep, I can. If I can go to sleep, that's like 90% of my problem right now. And then wake up and because right now I'm drinking amino acids by Perfect Amino. Trying to feed my muscle. Yeah, try Wagyu beef, guys. If you have a chance to try it, my God, that is a game changer, yo. And not American Wagyu, Japanese Wagyu, game changer. I'm gonna be talking about fucking food for the next I don't know how long now. I'm trying to talk about the world ending, and I'm talking about steaks and chicken sandwiches. Fuck. And planning my next meal. Angryprepper, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. This is what happens when you fast. They're like, the world's gonna come to an end, but fuck that. Try a Wagyu burger. Best burger you're ever gonna have, man. I don't care about a nuclear weapon right now. I only care about a chicken sandwich. A chicken sandwich that you can make. What is the mixture for the chicken sandwich? Buttermilk and pickle juice in the buttermilk. Whisk it. Put a little cayenne pepper in it. And then some hot sauce if you like it. And then put the chicken in there. And actually you put chicken thighs. Put the chicken thighs in there overnight. Let it sit. Break it out tomorrow morning. And then you flour, egg, flour. Flour, egg, flour. You take the batter. You take it out of the batter. You dip it in the flour. You dip it in egg. You flour it again. And then you throw it in the fryer. Best nuke movie I've ever seen. What was the best nuke movie? When you fast, you fiend for food like a junkie. No shit, do you? I just cook a brisket. Thank you, Dusty. Thank you for bringing that up. Fuckhead. Now I'm fucking really hungry. A brisket? I love a brisket. Yo, the best brisket? What is it called? Buc-ee's. Best brisket sandwich you'll ever have. And Hudson Valley's like, I've got ground venison. Thank you. Country fried steak Wagyu. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. Shit. Damn it. Shit, fuck, piss. Alright, guys. We're going to go off the air now. I'm going to go, He says we got AI, we got AI destroying us to Wagyu beef. Thanks, Scott. Yo, that's what happens, man. I'm like, right now I'm yearning for a really good Cuban sandwich. I stopped eating pork, but there's actually a Cuban sandwich with chicken, and I know it's not a real Cuban sandwich, but you can do it with chicken thighs, breast, chicken. Man, a Cuban sandwich with chicken meat. Holy shit. This is what happens. Again, now, and all of the recipes come to my head right now that I'm starving. I'm like, man, change your background. I am. I'm gonna put another, up again. Another backdrop so you guys are not looking at this wall. Oh. Alright, whatever, guys. See you guys later. See some of you guys on the Angry Truth channel. I think I'm going to have a Wednesday midweek report this Wednesday morning, I think. I should be able to. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. Bye. Fucking hungry.